Good morning, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey, and it's time for cards and coffee this morning. So we've got just a pretty, you know me, simple, but it's a little more involved than some of the cards I do, so maybe you'll see something you like. If you watched last night on my business page, I shared cards using the Abstract Beauty DSP and card bases. We made some cute little birthday cards, and you can use the ephemera pack. So you get these nice cards that have a design on them, and then you can when you get the paper, it has one side with lots of golds, and then the other side the simpler patterns. So I thought, since this was on my desk, we would use it again, but we're going to do it in a different way, and we're going to add a new product with it. I had seen this one in the catalog, and I really liked it. It uses the DSP from the Abstract Beauty, and then one of the card bases. But I decided that I was going to use the black and white paper from Here Together or All Together Suite that is out right now, the one with the hands. And I always like black and white. So we can use both sides of most of these. We're just going to make a black and white and polished pink card. Very similar to this one. And let me show you one reason I did. In the card pack is this one, and I'm not real wild about I don't know. I could have used it with something else, but I thought, well, we'll just trim this down and use it as our card base. It gives a nice smoky slate, dark. It's not really black, it's kind of grayish black, and gives it a nice border. So that will go well with the black and white paper. I think we better go ahead and put this on so that we can start building our card. Well, that's pretty too, but it's too distracting. You need more of a solid background, because I did look at some of the polka dots and they were just too busy. So, good morning, Karen. How are you today? We got a little more snow last night, but not too much. So we'll enjoy we can still get out today. Yesterday was so bitterly cold. See if I can pull that up just a tiny bit. Now I went ahead and die cut these pieces, and let me show you how this die works. It's really cool. These are called Beautiful Shapes, so even if you didn't buy anything else, these dies are great. The widest circle one's kind of a embossed swirly circle, and then the others are just some plain circles. And you know, since we retired some of our shape dies, this would help give you some new shapes. And then there's some ovals, kind of a rectangle-y oval, triangles. This cuts 2 hexagons at the same time. And then these hexagons are just nested. This one cuts the hexagons into slices for you, so you don't have to worry about trying to cut that straight. So that's pretty genius. So I went ahead and cut these just to save time. And I picked a bunch of the black and whites. And I pulled this, I cut some halves out of In Color, but then I found this little scrap here, so we might use it too instead of those. We'll just kind of play and see. Now we just lay these on here until we're happy with the way they look. And some will just adhere and some will put on with dimensionals to give it a little variation. Seems like we need a black. Guess you want to balance your blacks and whites. I really not sure about that. This looks really cool with the hot pink, doesn't it? I think. No, we don't want hearts next to each other. Let's put that one. The good thing is this doesn't have to be perfection, I don't guess. Let's see. Here. I was going to put one of the speech bubbles right about there. So I think that'll do it. We might put this heart one here. That looks pretty good. Have we duplicated? We can. I'm not real wild about that one. Yeah. These big dots are kind of weird looking. So let's start with this and we'll kind of work around and see what happens. Might be too early in the morning to be doing something this detailed, but hopefully not. This definitely is a Tombow card. I don't know about tape. I'm using tape on these little bitty pieces. Be kind of tricky. I love the the pink with the water splatters. Makes it look like you made some pretty watercolor paper, doesn't it? I think I'll put this one on with a dimensional. Give it a little layer. We'll use one big and one little. That ought to work. Okay. Now let's see what we need to do here. Of course, I've moved everything around. We need 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That striped one's probably going to be hid mostly by the speech bubble, but it's okay. I wanted to be sure I was getting things where I wanted them. Oh, that looks like a quilt, doesn't it? One of those garden flower quilts. Or Grandma's garden or something like that. I'm not sure. Put that one here. And this is great too for if you have scraps. You can make quite a few cards. Just cut all these pieces at one time, and then you can make your cards when you have time. Because I cut 3 and 4 layers of cardstock with this die. It cuts pretty quick. Put that one on with a dimensional. Looks like since when I put them together, it's made it tighter, so we're going to need more over here, aren't we? Not that one. I can use this one. Maybe we'll end up putting the speech bubble on this side. Let's see what's on here. I guess that's okay. Let's see what's that one. No, that won't work. Oh, that looks cute. We could do that. So that meant we got one up. Let's put this one on with dimensionals. We can do that before it dries. It needed that layer, I think. Man, this is going to be quick. The hardest part was cutting out all these little pieces. And that wasn't that hard. Now let's see what happens when we put some half. Oh no, you know, that's really too close. So I think using the in color is going to be better. It makes I don't know about that. Maybe it needs to be a whole totally different color. Let's see what happens if you just put, oh, I know, I kind of like that. We use some of the contrasting black and whites. So let's see how that works. We do about 3 of those. We might need, I don't know. What if we switched it to silver? Let's get a piece of silver and see what happens. I don't have very much silver left, so we'll go ahead and give it a try. And then I might have to order some more. Let's cut some silver half circles, half hexagons. I wonder what that would be called then. Let's see. Oh, that looks better, don't you think? So let's cut one more, so we'll have about 3. And it's always worth trying different things. When you work things out. And let's make sure and put these in a safe place. And let's put oh, I don't know how I want these to go. Here. Here. Yeah, I like that. Or should that one go there? Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. I know I pulled out some bling, I think. Oh, I know what I pulled out was the black hexagon dots. Black, pink, and green. Okay. The pink is not the same. Ugh, I hate that. You get glue on your fingers. And then it sticks to the foil. Might do better to do that so that I don't get it on my fingers. How cute. Now I have pulled the speech bubble from the ephemera pack, and I pulled special moments. This is a celebration set, so if you want all these sentiments, you need to get your order in. And I just did a little hi from me. So it's always good to have a card that just works for a quick hello. And we will stamp that in polished pink. If you have the snail bundle from last catalog, I think, the snail mail, it has a speech bubble in it that you could just die cut. So that would make that little product be useful for you. I love the snails. And let's see here, if we put some bling on here or not. Now in the picture here, they put a tiny piece of ribbon. I pulled out I had this on my desk. I don't know if we want ribbon on here or not. Do we want a piece of ribbon? Is that too, it might be okay. We'll see. Yeah, I like the silver too. Thanks, Karen. It's always a struggle. You think one thing, and then when you try it, it doesn't always work. You think something's gonna look right, and then it looks stupid. The other day I was making a card. I got so upset with it, I just threw the whole thing in the trash. I don't do that very often, but I think I was super grumpy and just decided, no, I'm not real wild about that. I think we're just going to leave the ribbon off. It's okay. I can rescue that for another card maybe. Now let's look at these little hexagons. I think we could put a couple of these in here. Just kind of nestle them around the outside. Maybe a large one. Flipped over on me. Oh, that adhesive stuck right to that, didn't it? There we go. We'll go with a medium one. And we put a little small one up there. Or over here. Now we better put it right there. Okay, a little high for me. That looks not what I started out in my mind, but I'm happy with it. And then I can put some of these in here to decorate the inside. Some of the ones that I didn't use. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little card using the Beautiful Shapes dies. So this will work with any paper that you have. And the Hello Beautiful has just some nice happy to know you, thinking of you, pretty generic sentiments if you wanted to buy the bundle. Now what's cool here is I think we probably have an envelope that will work just perfectly for this card. I'll have to look for that in my stash later. But I'm sure there's a black and pink envelope. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your cards and coffee this morning. It was kind of a quick little card, not too bad. And we worked through the choices together. Talk to you later. Bye.